Hi kindergarten friends, it's me Mrs. McClure, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about subtraction. So before we went on break and before we had to go into quarantine, we talked about addition. And addition is the action of joining, and when we add, we use the plus sign, remember? When we add, we're joining numbers together, 2 plus 1. Well, now we're going to be talking about the opposite of addition. And what do you think, just from your prior knowledge, what do you think the opposite of addition is? If we're joining something, what's the opposite of joining something? The opposite of joining is taking away, right? So we're going to be talking about subtraction. Subtraction is the action of taking away. When we take something away, we're subtracting it. So there's many different ways that we can show or represent subtraction. And one way is by using our fingers, or another way is by using counters, okay? And then another way would be using an equation. But we're going to focus a little bit on the action of taking away. So let's just do a little story. So for example, let's say I have, let's see if I can move this so you can see. Let's say I have 3 bears. So 1, 2, 3, okay? 3 bears going on a walk, okay? 1 bear gets sick and we have to take it away. He leaves, okay? How many bears do we have left? 1, 2. The action of subtraction is taking away, and we're left with something less or smaller than what we started with, okay? Good. Let's try another one. 1, 2, let's say I have 4 bears. Let's say I have 4 bears, and I'm going to take away, I'm going to write it too. So I have 4 bears, and I'm going to take away 2 bears. 1, 2. And I'm going to put my minus sign because minus means to subtract. I'm going to put 2. I took 2 away, okay? How many do I have left? After I took 2 away, how many bears do I have left? 1, 2. There are 2. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. And we have to read it that way. Before we went on break, we were doing problems like this, where we said 2 plus 2. We're no longer adding, we're subtracting. So we have to read it a different way because this is a minus sign. This is the sign that tells us that we are subtracting and that we are taking away. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. Can you read that as I point to it with me? 4 minus 2 equals 2. Because we are subtracting, we're taking away. We can also do it with our fingers. So I can show you how to subtract with my fingers. So let's say we have 4 fingers. So put 4 fingers up, and we're gonna take away 1 finger. How many fingers do we have left? 1, 2, 3. So 4 minus 1 equals 3. Very good. Let's do another one. Ready? Let's do, if you have 5 fingers, so put 5 fingers up, and we're going to take away 3 fingers. So take it away with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How many fingers do we have left? 1, 2. We have 2 fingers left. Very good. Because 5 minus 3 equals 2. So we can do subtraction using counters. We can do it with our fingers, and we can read the equation. So let's practice reading just the equation. This is very quick, okay? So like this, 3 minus 1, okay? So like I told you earlier, this little sign right here means that we're subtracting, we're taking it away. So it's called the minus sign, so we have to read it that way. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2, and that's not a very good 2. That's a better 2. Okay, very good. Let's do another one. Okay, this one might be a little tricky, so let's see what we can read it. Let's read it. 1 minus 1 equals, what do you think 1 minus 1 equals? Put up one finger. If you have one finger, and minus means to take away, and you take away one finger, how many fingers do you have left? Zero. So 1 minus 1 equals 0, because that means you don't have anything. You have nothing. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Okay? Good. So don't forget that this sign right here is the minus sign. Let's do one more problem together, and then you will work on some subtraction on your own. So we're going to do 7 minus 3, and I'm going to do something different. I'm going to draw a picture, and I'm going to subtract from my picture. So I'm going to say I have 7 dots. So I'm going to draw 7 dots, and I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 dots, okay? And I'm going to take away 3 dots. So 7 minus, because minus means to take away. 7 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. How many dots do I have left? And I'm going to erase them. How many dots do we have left? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 4. So 7 minus 3 equals 4. Okay? So your job is to practice coming up with your own subtraction problems, or answering the subtraction problems that I'm going to attach to this in Seesaw. And it's basically the same thing that we just did. You just have to go in, read the equation, and then we're going to put an X on the pictures that we are subtracting. Okay? All right, thank you guys.